And this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review on Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 48, Royal Flush. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode, I would rate it a D. I just thought that it was a whole bunch of foolishness, and we're going to get into it. The first couple that I want to talk about is Cheryl and Josh. Cheryl, we got a 1 month checkup on Cheryl after her separation from Josh. And she was with her dad and saying that, she felt like she plucked a tick, off of her shoulder. If anybody was a tick, boo, it was her. Tick-tock, tick-tock. I really wasn't interested in her. I thought that their whole storyline was some big bull crap, and it just was what it was with the two of them. So we're going to move on. The next couple that I want to talk about is Marcelino and Brittany. As we all know, Brittany has been adding a lot of financial stress onto her husband, Marcelino. And Marcelino has, according to him, has been losing at poker because he feels like the stakes are higher, so he's not making or taking the risk that he normally would to lose money. He said that he has lost at the poker table a couple of $1,000, and this is equivalent to a couple of months' rent. And so right now they are in a terrible financial situation. And Brittany doesn't know. She's bringing dogs in the house, trying to, get kids and all kinds of things. But yet and still she tells him that he needs to get another job. So we see Marcelino going to this woman's house, and we're thinking, or they tried to make us think that Marcelino was going over there to, really have an affair with this woman. But this woman is a poker trainer. She's an individual who helps people with their poker game. She tells him that she can't make him famous, but she can help him navigate through the game of poker. Marcelino, she told him that he was a bad player. He did not want to hear from her that he was a bad player and that he wasn't that great at the game from the giddy up. But of course, Marcelino told her that he was with his cousin. And so, of course, Brittany is saying that, she has never had a reason to not trust Marcelino. But at this point, he's not answering his telephone. And so she's quite concerned about what is going on with Marcelino because he's not answering the telephone. I think it's some bull crap. I think it's something that they're putting together to try to keep their storyline going and all of that kind of stuff, and it's just a whole bunch of bull crap. Whatever. Like, these couples are like really, really boring me. Hold on, y'all. Let me switch this around a little bit. And they're just like really, really boring me. The storylines are just absolutely not believable to me anymore. But I mean, this is all we got, and so we have to deal with what we get. The next couple I want to talk about is Lacey and her two men. We see Lacey having a conversation with her father. She is out with her dad and the kids are fishing and life is just gravy. So, her dad wants to ask her some questions about what's going on in her life. And of course, she dismisses the children. And she begins to tell her dad that Shane cheated on her. And so her dad is like, the dad likes Shane. He knows his daughter. He knows that she is going to go back to the old dude if she had the chance. Dad is still under the impression that, John, okay, and I'm hoping I'm saying his name right because y'all been correcting me in the comments, but the dad is thinking that he is still incarcerated. But she tells him that she talked to him. And of course, he knows that she is now going to be having a relationship with him. She said that she believes that the reason why Shane stayed with her is because, one, she had a job, two, she had a house, three, she had cars, and four, she had herself together. Lacey, if you believe because you have those things that you have your life together, boo. Call me and I will tell you about having your fucking life together, because there is nothing that is together about Lacey. She's wishy-washy. She goes back and forth from man to man. She's not faithful in her relationships at all. There's like, girl, bye. Like, whoever told her that she, whatever. So basically, the dad tells Lacey, you need to have a conversation with Shane about this. And she's like, I'm not going to tell him, and neither are you. The dad wants to tell Shane about, that this guy's out of prison and all this, and that she is, straddling over the fence and having a emotional and probably a physical relationship with him. But he doesn't want to hurt Shane because he really likes him, and he believes that the man, needs a break. So of course, Dad is over at the house with Shane, and they're, working around the house, and he brings up the fact that he cheated on Lacey. And, Shane was saying that, he was real messed up in his head at that time, but he really does love her and he cares about her. And the dad told Shane, I know my daughter and she is really hurt. You all need to have a conversation, because when my daughter is hurt, she is off the hook, okay? And she does things that, horse things. She does hoe-like things when she is angry. And in the meantime, and in between time, Lacey takes the children into the house only to pick up the phone and call her boy John, okay? She's calling him on the phone, and she tells him to take his shirt off, and she is just, ooh, boo, okay? She is not in love with him, although she says that she is. The dad told her, you go head on down Heroin Lane. You go down Heroin Avenue, okay? Go around Heroin Circle by yourself, because I'm not going down there with you. And the dad is going to go down that circle with her because he is an enabler. And he has allowed it's not like he has control over what Lacey does. And he does, for the most part, try to give her good advice. But I think it's just a little bit too late. The only thing that she wants to use her dad for is not as a counselor or someone to guide her. She wants to use her dad as a sounding board to just try to see, whether she's right or whether she's wrong about the situation. But we all know that Lacey is wrong about the situation. Lacey knows that she's wrong about the situation. But, she's one of those women that make excuses to do what she do. And then, you have other women who make, they do things when they're angry. And this is Lacey in a nutshell. Talking about somebody else that does something when they are stupid, Andrea. We see Andrea in the room with Nook Dog, okay? And she is telling Nook Dog to go into the pocket of his jacket. And so Nook's like, what jacket? And she's like, that one right there. So Nook picks up the jacket. He goes into the pocket. He tells her, Andrea, you pull it out. Why you ain't just pull it out? But she wants to have this big reaction, okay? And so Nook goes in there and he pulls out 2 Magnum condoms, okay, in gold. And he kind of laughs about it. Thinking, probably maybe this is a setup or whatever it is. And, he's trying to explain, and she jumps up from the bed and she gets to swinging on Nook Dog. You did this, you messed up my day, And, she and the cameramen are all over the place because, she's got to make it, she has to do this in order to maintain ratings, because at the end of the day, her and Nook Dogg, outside of this separation or this trauma in their relationship, they really don't have a storyline. Let's just go ahead on and keep it 100 out here. She is boring, absent the drama, the fake religion, and all of that kind of stuff. They don't have anything going on. They cannot be the happy couple, the happy married couple. They just can't, because then we would not watch them. We would not be interested. So she has to make up this fake stuff and make it appear that she has attacked her husband and that she is angry and thinks that he is cheating on her. And then she throws out these little religious jokes or shade, talking about she doesn't want a whore for a sister wife, and she doesn't want to have STDs, and just dumb like that she wants to throw out there for us, and I guess these are supposed to be, things that just, just shock us. We're in on the game. We understand what's going on. Nook Dogg picks up the phone. He says that his brother had the coat on. She tells him to get out the room. Don't follow her. Nook Dogg's calling his brother on the phone, and he's like, Ski! You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ski? You had my coat on. You left some in my MFN pocket. And Ski like, what you talk about, man? And he like, you left some in my pocket, man. My wife going off. And he was like, it was 2 gold condoms. How in the hell is a man gonna remember how many condoms he got left when he knocking boots with everybody in the neighborhood? Everybody in Crenshaw, he with. And so now, because his brother calls him on the phone, he remembers that he left 2 of them. Like, okay, stop it with the bull crap. Now, maybe some people fell for it, but I'm sorry, your auntie just did not fall for this bullshit, okay? Because that's exactly what this is. And so, of course, we going on, we playing with the game and everything, and she's in the bathroom, and she said, you told your brother to say this, and he was like, no, I called him on speakerphone. And so he hangs up from his brother and everything, and he's trying to talk to her, and she's in the bathroom, and of course, she doesn't want to have, anything to say to him. She wants him to leave out of the house. And then she sits down and she cries and say how much she loves her husband, but she didn't believe that, that they will go through this. Sometimes she loves him, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she's angry with him, sometimes she's not. And it's just a whole bunch of bull crap. Give us a real true story. Damn. Like, you can secure your spot without doing all of this. Really. Okay? You can secure your spot another way. So now she wants to talk to the brother. She asks Nook Dogg what's his phone number. She calls him on the phone. Okay? Now, this is how you can tell that it's a whole bunch of bull crap. Okay? It's a whole bunch of funny stuff going on. She calls him on the phone. He tells her that he had the jacket on and that he left the condoms in there, and that was his bad. It wasn't Nook's. And, Nook's been faithful. Nook said that he was in jail for 18 years. He never got caught doing anything, and he absolutely would not be caught doing that. He wouldn't be caught cheating. Now, Nook Dogg didn't say he didn't cheat it. He just said he ain't never been caught. Okay? Catch them teas. So, now she is, feeling stupid, and she tells the brother, the only reason why I'm going to believe what you said is because I've seen you wear the jacket. Andrea is tripping because allegedly she has not been sleeping with Nook Dogg for 2 months. They've been separated. He's been living in LA and she's been living in Utah. And so because of this, allegedly Nook Dogg is not sleeping in the bed with her. Don't any of us believe that. You got that big, handsome black man up in that household, boo. Trust and believe me, Nook Dog ain't laying on no sofa. And if Nook Dog was laying on the sofa and sleeping on the sofa, we would be seeing sheets and everything because she's not the best housekeeper, okay? So we would be seeing sheets and blankets folded up everywhere. We would be seeing, the cameraman would make sure that they had that on film. That Nook Dog is sleeping. Nook Dog ain't sleeping on no damn sofa. And then when we looked at the bed wasn't pulled up on one side. The bed was, fully laid in, fully played in. Like, I don't understand why they really believe that we are stupid enough to believe this. We have been looking at this from season 1, and now here we are at season 2, episode 48. Bitch, we are not stupid to the game. We understand that this is what you all want to do in order to try to keep ratings and all of that. And we're going to continue to keep watching, okay, for those who are authentic, but we're not going to keep watching for the bull crap. I'm just saying. The next couple that I want to talk about is Clint and Tracy. At this point, Tracy has been MIA for 2 days. They don't know where Tracy is. And so Clint, of course, is going back and forth with the producers, and, they're wondering where Tracy is, and Tracy has an obligation to the show. So while she is out, she calls. She calls Clint on the phone, and she says, so you want me to go to rehab or not? And so Clint is like, yeah, I want you to go to rehab, Tracy, but I want you to go to rehab for yourself. I want you to want it. And Tracy was like, I don't want it. I want to send my girlfriend down there to come and get the drugs. And so Clint is like, what drugs? What are you talking about? So she said, I want to send my girlfriend down there. The drugs are in the drawer. So Clint said, I didn't even know you had drugs on you. I thought that you treated them like an American Express card, that you never left home without them. So Tracy is like, I want my girlfriend to come and get the drugs. Bitch, give me the drugs. And so Clint is like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. And so she's like, you son of a bitch. So Clint throws the phone. Stop! I can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. So Clint goes into the household. He goes into the night table. He starts looking through the drawer, and he pulls out a baggie full of crack rocks. Okay? Crack rocks. Whole bunch of them. Now, Clint says that he knew that she had the drugs on him, but he had no idea that she was storing these crack rocks in the house. But it was mighty funny that Clint knew exactly which drawer to go to. Okay? He knew where to go, but he did not want the girlfriend to come over there and get the crack rocks. Tracy's not concerned about him. He said he doesn't even know how somebody will pick, jail over being rehabilitated. But Tracy has picked jail over that. I don't know whether or not Clint has got his car back, the dog back, bitch. I don't know what he's got back. But he takes the crack rocks and he puts them in the toilet and flushes them, crack rocks, down the toilet. Tracy's going to whoop his Irish. Do you understand me? You don't take no crack rocks and flush them down the toilet. But this is what Clint did because he's frazzled, he's angry. He knows that he's probably going to lose the $5,000 that he has put down, the down payment that he has put down on the sacks. The amazing thing is that every time that Tracy goes back to Clint, she always sleeps with him that one night. La-la's, puts him to bed, okay? That sex that she got knocks a bitch out. It just puts you straight to sleep. You snoring, you're slobbing on the pillow, and some more stuff. Tracy got Tracy got it, bitch. You hear me? So Clint goes outside and he calls his mother on the phone. Now, this is the same mother that Clint has been unwilling to take her advice. He's been unwilling to listen to her. This is the mother that Clint decides that he's going to call on the phone. And so Clint calls his mother and he's like, Mommy, she's gone and there was drugs in the house and I could have got in trouble. My house could have been raided, whatever. It's a lot of things that could have happened to Clint had they found these drugs in the house. And so, the mother was like, Clint, look what she's putting you through. Look what she's he's doing to you, woo. There's no way in the world you're going to be able to convince me that these are not two married drug addicts. His drug may not be crack, but Clint is definitely, okay, in my opinion, on something. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he sniffing air freshener trees. You know the little trees that you put in. I don't know what this bitch is doing. But there's no way in the world you're going to tell me that these are not two birds who flock together. Clint has always been an enabler. Tracy has never been able to get her life together since she's been with him. And so I just don't believe the hype of this story that Clint is giving to his mom, this innocent man story. And I don't believe that the parents even believe that Clint is a clean son. Okay? I think that they know that he wrestles with his drug of choice too. We just don't know what it is. We just don't know what it is. But something is wrong with Clint as well, because he's up and he's down. He's level to the ground. He's always looking, a hot ass mess. And so I really do believe that he's doing some things too. And there's no way in the world that you're going to be with someone who's on drugs the way that Tracy is, and you're not dabbing into something too. Because just to have to be around someone like that, I would think that it would cause you to walk in so much depression and sadness that, bitch, you would have to do something, even if it means taking a drink. Just absolutely unbelievable. The next couple that I want to talk about is Angela and Tony. Okay. Tony is at home and he is building a hut, bitch. He's building a dancing stage. He is doing his thing because he now realizes that he is in love with Angela. He wants to fix his relationship. Now, he went to go and see the pastor last week. The pastor told him that he was doing, that he was causing Angela to be hurt because his father hurt him. And so, the old saying that hurt people, which is some bull crap, because we've all been hurt. And because we have been hurt, it does not cause us to hurt other people. And I hate that cliche because it is so far from the truth. Okay? I hate that cliche. But let's use it for the purpose of talking about Tony. So Tony he's building a little dance floor. He pulled out the old rusty grill bitch that, half of his clothes got burned in and his shoes. And he has set a table for Angela. So Angela pulls up and he's like, get out the car. I got a surprise for you. So he has a bandana that he ties around her head. She don't even take the damn keys out the car. And she got a cigarette in her hand the whole entire time. I'm like, how in the hell is Angela balancing that damn cigarette? Know where to put the cigarette out at, and she got a damn bandana tied around her eyes. And allegedly she can't see. So she tells Tony, I can't see. I can't see nothing. But she ain't let that cigarette go. She should have told him, let me put this cigarette down so I don't burn up. Nothing bumping into, you know what I'm saying? But Angela is balancing that cigarette. He's walking her into the household. He brings her into the room. She still got that cigarette. That cigarette is still balanced. Do you understand what I'm saying? Still lit, still smoking it, still puffing it. And he tells her to put on this dress. And the dress still has a tag on it, so evidently he brought it for her. And so she puts on the dress, and he comes back, and he gets her, and he takes her out to the backyard. And bitch, I thought about, I had the time of my life. Okay? It was a complete and total dance floor with 4 poster boards on it, okay, and some Christmas lights strung up in the tree, just thrown all willy-nilly all over the damn place, okay, because the string lights, you couldn't see it during the day. And so Angela, he takes the bandana off of Angela's eyes, and she's like, oh my God. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, Tony. When I think about Angela and how her breath has just got to smell like 5 soldiers in a... I can't even imagine having to kiss Angela. I can't imagine it. Or Clint. Or Tony. I just think that her mouth is like equivalent to a garbage disposal. Like, ew. So anyway, she kisses Tony and she tells Tony, she's excited because Tony has done something for her, and he's being romantic and all that kind of stuff. And so they sit down and he tells her he has this undying love for her, and she sits there and says, Tony, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. I love you even more. Okay. So she doesn't want to lose Tony. She gets all teary and choked up and everything, trying to express to Tony. Tony told her that it's easy to love her. And she says that it's hard to love him. But he said that he believes that he is building his trust with Angela, and that he is now going to be able to get the freedom that he wants. Angela says that she believes that her family and friends don't believe in the love that Tony has for her. But when she looks into his eyes, okay, when she looks into his eyes that are barely open half the time, be so fucked up, that she sees the love, and she knows that this relationship is true and that Tony really loves her. Tony sat there at the table and told Angela that he is ready. He asked Angela, do you still want to have a beach wedding? Yeah, Tony, I still do. I still want to have a beach wedding. So Tony was like, I want to get married right away, immediately, like today. Angela is flattered by it, and she thinks that she is getting her heart desire, and Tony is playing games. Something is about to go down, bitch. We don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, Tony got some stuff up his sleeve and in his ass too. Angela was like, I mean, we can go ahead and do that, but we got to start working on it because we got a lot of work to do. Y'all go ahead on and get married on that stage. So Tony is making the steak for her and everything. When she gets emotional, she tells Tony, don't burn the steak. And she's sitting there eating steak and baked potato. And you know what? She is happy. She doesn't even see the bull crap. She can't see that Tony has something up his sleeve. Like, I don't understand it. But we go on with this storyline as well. The last person that I want to talk about, y'all, is Michael and Sarah. Where do I even begin with these two? We start off where we ended, with Michael finding out that allegedly Sarah has filed for full custodial rights of her children. You don't have to file for a full custodial right for your children. You are the custodial parent. She tells Michael that as of today, coincidentally, the day that she is with her counselor, she now has full custody. Michael says, how do I have full custody? So the psychiatrist or the counselor is telling Michael that it was in the papers. Michael indicates that he never got the papers. He says that we have to go to court. We need to go to court and do this the right way. Now, if she went to court like she alleges that she went to court, it's already a done deal. The lady said that everything was in the paper. Now, why she's talking, I don't know, because she's neither a lawyer nor a judge. So I don't know why the fuck she's talking. I need you to be a counselor, okay? That's what I need you to do. But you know, she's so invested in this storyline. So Michael is upset about the fact that he doesn't have a right. You know, he feels like his rights have been taken away. And the lady tells Michael, you know, you still have a right to see your children. You still can do it, but it's just going to be on her terms. Bitch, you've been on her terms the whole entire time. First of all, the mofo spent half of the child's life in jail anyway. The new baby that's come along, you know, I don't even know if her eyes open up yet, okay? So she doesn't know anything about the mofo. It's just, you know, the little girl, the oldest girl, that is even familiar with him. And then last week when she saw him, she was running from them, okay? So now we sit here and, you know, Michael has calmed down. And he realizes that he has been played. And so Sarah says that, you know, she feels bad for him because he doesn't understand. And then she goes into a conversation about that Michael, she tells the counselor that Michael brought one of his friends with him. And so Michael's like, you know, the bitch at the hotel and everything, she laid up and waiting for me to get there. Now, why Sarah brought that up? We all know why Sarah brought that up, because Sarah is not concerned about Michael having a relationship with these children. Sarah is worried about who's on the pole tonight. So anyway, Michael says it's Marie. She's already seen that Maria has had multiple cash apps that she sent to him. I think that she said it was like $1,200 in cash apps that she sent to Michael over a certain time period. And so she's fully aware that there is another woman. She just doesn't know which one it is. And so we see them come out of the counselor's office. And she's out there talking about, you know, Michael, am I the worst person? You know, am I such a bad person? I want us to be friends. Maybe we weren't meant to be married, Michael. Maybe we were just meant to be friends, because at the end of the day, you and I are friends and we have a friendship. And so Michael is saying that he has to be strategic with what he does. As it relates to this relationship with Sarah. He said he knows for a fact, the FACT, that she is wanting to be back with him. He said, because what woman deals with a man like myself if she doesn't want to be back with me? And so, you know, as a single mom, you just kind of like, you know, I think for the most part, most single moms want their baby daddy to be in the child's life. It doesn't mean that I want to be with you. It doesn't mean that I want to carry in the relationship. Like, fuck that. Like, we can deal with the child. We can go to court, or we can handle this as two mature people, and we can have, you know, promissory note. We can have, you know, go to mediation, arbitration, or whatever you want to do. But bitch, when it comes down to me and you having a relationship, like, that's over. Only thing I want you to do is be there for the child. But we all have a limit, and Sarah doesn't have a limit. The reason why Sarah doesn't have a limit is because Sarah absolutely wants to be with Michael. So now we see Michael walk away, and Sarah is trying to plead her case. And then we see her, you know, sitting down and saying, you know why I go to counseling, Michael? Only for you, because I don't know how to navigate you. I don't know how to manipulate you. I don't know how to control you. I take care of you. I do everything for you, but yet and still, I can't get your consistent love and respect. And I'm thinking to myself, didn't the bitch just say last week that she has been going to this counselor since she was 15 years old? She didn't know Michael when she was 15 years old. So she needs to stop it with the damn lying. Like, she's full of lies and contradiction. Matter of fact, her whole life is a contradiction. But anyway, so Michael asked her, you know, if he could come over and see the kids. And she was like, by yourself? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, at my place? And he was like, yeah. She was like, I think that's a wonderful idea. So Michael, goes and hangs out with her and the kids, and Michael goes back. I don't know where Michael went, but she was there with the kids, and Michael wasn't there. And Michael came into to the door. And, his oldest daughter saw him. She was excited about seeing her dad. She ran around the corner, and hey, pretty girl. And she runs around the corner, and they're playing and everything, and they're just getting along, and they're just one big happy family, in Sarah's opinion. And then, the daughter asks Michael if he can stay the night with her. And so, he's like, I want to do that. But at the same time, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to get this bitch to drop her paperwork. I don't even think that she has paperwork, and I don't even believe that you have to even file for full custody. I don't know, but maybe you do because they're married. So I guess, I don't know, maybe. But he picks up the phone and he calls Maria, and he tells her that Sarah's going out for the night, and that he has been allowed to be with the children while Sarah goes out, but he'll be home or back to the hotel in a couple of hours. And she's like, okay. And then we talk to Maria. And Maria says she doesn't even think for 1 minute that he's going to be with Sarah. She believes that he is faithful to her because he's told her things that normally a man would not disclose. So she believes that this relationship is over. But she doesn't know Michael like we know Michael. So of course Michael puts his daughter in the bed. Sarah has already put the other daughter to bed. And now they're about to have drinks. Because Sarah said that she was going to make a drink. Michael, you want one? He says, sure. Sarah then says, Maria is at the hotel, and he's here with me. Megan stayed in there with him and had a relationship with him for 1.5 years without even having sex with him. And I don't give a fuck what none of those women think. He is still my husband, and I'm going to ride him tonight. How disgusting. But we all knew it. And I'm going to say something that probably pissed some of y'all off. But damn it, I'm going to say it anyway. People like Sarah get exactly what they deserve. She deserves to be used by Michael. She deserves to have every dime in her bank account, bitch, withdrawn by Michael. She deserves to pay all Michael's bills. She deserves it, bitch. She was born to do that. Because anytime you don't have any more self-respect, and you are throwing your kids under the bus so you can lay with him, anytime you use your children to push your agenda, you deserve everything you get. I ain't mad at Michael, because people will only treat you the way that you allow them to treat you. And she seems absolutely happy with the way that she is being treated. She has no problem with being 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th fiddle. She ain't no problem with being that, as long as she's getting it. And here's the thing. You sleeping with Michael, bitch, in her Megan or Maria, because you got community booty and he got community dick. So you all are just helping out the whole community. This girl is using her children to hurt Michael. Now, Michael said he's a good father. Bitch, no, you not. You're an absent father. You are absent dead. You dead beat than a month. Ain't nothing good about you but making sure that Sarah gets exactly what she deserves. Because let me tell you something. He your husband by paper, bitch. He's the community dick. And if you don't have any more self-respect than to go behind and sleep with him after looking at Maria's ass, how dirty of a dust bunny this bitch is, Maria is... Maria is skanky. So she gets exactly what she deserves. Exactly what she deserves. That is the conclusion of my review of Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 48. Thank you all so much for being here. And I love you all to pieces. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.